Daddy, a quick one. Our real moon. Because today I want us to talk about marriage. Yeah. So, in marriage, if a man denies his wife sex, or if a woman denies his husband sex, can the court separate them because of that? Or does the man have the right, or the woman have the right to divorce his or her partner?
Now, for sex is equally a right that goes with the marriage.
Okay.
So it is one of the factors that you consider. The court then considers whether, when even customarily, they will say that they might have consummated the marriage. Okay. So they should have consummated the marriage means that they should have had sex. But as to whether you will go to the room to find out whether they had sex or not, is your own trouble.
Keep watching. LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV. Keep watching. LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV.
LORDSON TV. TV wanwaso abepemu asantememu TV eni daho eye crowding ebusianfo ene citizens must know their rights. Now make I say no so yeda fofra twedi ampong kwa member say yadom no e de acheme ene wo inti no wa hoden a no wada onyankopon ase ene ampaye bedwa wo fie a ye rade oje de mu tete se ohene bone ya we hu asem kana bobo ano ojada hobreni na ene studio ha ojada ha enya asem ketua yenye ni onyamfo kese ewo yentem eye loyeni a odimu ewo maimu media ya mekasa lawyer fo ni na ya abanye japade lawyer ni bia ya abanye japade ese sofudie no nyankopon say touch not my anointed and for once an comedy for enye omuboni bia so sa na lawyer fo so eti wo maimu ntudu nsa ko kan lawyer ni say team rade o ho kire be kire wo no akoyese wakoto ni kanenya wo size when susu wo na dia be fie wo science o ho kire be kire wo no minua sana lawyer force so ete ewo oman yimuna meka wo say nyax royal kente ope kente tiapo na etija nyax royal kente and American for ede ama afa so LORDSON foundation ayoku ayebua ehiafo inyanka omo medi dem ewo manyimu ntinu wo fie na wutia wo de eba na so me de aba ne yakabo mu ne ede ahwe mo afa so edwa bia wudie no se wo toto kokko se wo boutique wo hotel restaurant jume bia wodi no wo de LORDSON TV aso ya ye bebe hu de ro ama adwuma na akoso wo de wuntumi mba ha hwe TV na screen na sesa no wo numbers na egu no wo de efre na wo ne nkasa ne ani wo endidwa kama na wo so wade ton ananse wudwa wodie no enkoso emfa ema midin e de bedi adepa efia akere ebusuafo ye ntwa ye huto ye ba meyi mi bedweni no akere.
Keep watching. LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV.
Adeshima ma try ye huto ya sanso abebio make out say jumedie no citizens must know their rights. Ai ebia na we warefo enne me waware so enne ya ampaye bedwa ukuna na wa na osori ya no yo la sula na no emra ka hu asem aware biara no ade a emra ema ho kwan ma ye ka hu asem waware na wo ye ya wo de court no ka se de ntira o pese emra edima o ntina wo de court no ene ye wirira wawiemu adomusuko na yehu ni a emra no so kafa aware o nene ye nyan monyamfo kese e wa ha o ye deputy director edema judicial Training Institute. Ye papa da ye hu no. Otane edi nkomo ye pa e kire ye mra no. E ma ye hu emra no onye obi a se ni na ye papa Mr. Jacob Song Zurubiri. Edino Zurubiri me crash no ai. Ene papa asanso aba be ka yensa e wo fidie papa ye ma wa kwa baby.
That's it.
Oh papa ne so die ye rade. Erade me ya sure say mommy wo hwe mommy mesra o sisi ani ne adu ne de dada na nkola no ya ne mo na eche intimi the application eba daddy ene so ye wo mra no so then no me pese ye wura aware mu ne ehu ni a mra no so e ka fa aware ho because someone might get married but doesn't even know the purpose of the marriage. Or maybe it might be a marriage that was being signed, like a deal. Maybe we are getting married for 4 months. We are getting married for 6 months. After that month, we divorce. But I want to know, what if, say, after the period of time that both of you agreed on, and then later on, the other person decides not to leave the marriage? Does the law have something to do about such a case?
Thank you once again for giving me the opportunity, LORDSON TV. And I'm so grateful all the time that I appear in your medium. Marriage, basically, in law, we don't recognize marriage that, even though it's a special contract.
Okay.
Marriage is a special contract, but it is not deliberate attempt to marry for 2 months, to marry for a duration of period, because the law defines it to say that it is a relationship that you are intending to stay voluntarily as man and woman. So that explains in one of our earlier conversations that the right to stay with another man may not be properly so-called marriage, or the right to a lady to stay with another lady may not be properly called marriage. So marriage properly defined is to be a man and a woman, and it is supposed to be for life. So if eventualities occur, then you are breaking it up or you are divorcing. That is eventuality. But there's not a deliberate attempt to say that we want to marry for 3 months. That is what basically they call in the local parlance marriage by convenience. And that marriage by convenience is not recognized by law. So it cannot be proper that you decide you want to marry for 3 months. If the courts or any adjudicatory body gets to know that you intended to marry for a duration of period, then it means that the intendment alone was not proper, and the court may not also be seized with jurisdiction to deal with matters that you yourself wanted to violate the law. So there is no such marriage as to marry for 3 months or 4 months. But marriage generally, yes, we can speak to those issues.
Ebusiansa Matias here. Aware na wo kwa wosinti me ma me ba obehu se me wale ya me ho be kire me. No wakwa akosan 3 months pe. Obeye de atimu de. No wakwa ware 3 months. Esan se oba no ebusianfo oba anase be ma no ebusianfo e ba besra no. Ye kire se emre bi ani ho. A cover sa de ni tu kona hu ko kema. Ene wa ujejireje wa ujejire wara kofa ba twwe. Wa na wakwa kofa ba nti wankasa obasua wa de nemom se ramre mu na ye mra kwanso na mo ware ye de a mra no e wo hu tumi se oye bibi e de efa ho. Daddy, quickly no ye move it to property. The other time we were talking about it, but we didn't really go deep into it. Talking about the property issue, the woman or the man, does he or she has total right over property that belongs to the other partner earlier before the marriage? Does the other half have a hand
in it?
In it.
Good. Once the property was acquired before the marriage, the other party will not have a hand in it.
Okay.
You don't have a hand in that one.
All right.
That property was acquired when you were not present.
Okay.
So you didn't contribute anything. It is only on equity basis. I want to just have sympathy for you.
Okay.
So that is what the court may look at and say, okay.
Because of the children.
Maybe Eddie Mano, even though he didn't get anything when you came into the marriage, but look at something and get something for him or her. Okay. So that is different. But the property we are actually interested is the property that you acquired during the time that you came into the marriage.
Okay.
So the law has provided that even since 1959, the law was that if you, the man, together with the woman, acquired the property, that property that you acquired was for the man alone, okay, and not for you, the woman, and that of the man. It was only for you, the man. So if the woman is going, you just go as you came.
Okay.
Even though you contributed to it, you go as you came.
Right.
That was the law around 1959.
Okay.
Now we move downwards, or we move forward small, and we came to a point where they said, okay, we will look at it and see whether you contributed anything substantially, okay, in the property when you came to the marriage. So the law then moved from that point to the point that, okay, if you contributed something small or substantially to it, then we'll give you something to go, okay, when you come into the marriage. Okay. Then we move again from that portion to the next level, which we'll now call it 50-50. That if you come into the marriage and you acquire the property together, okay, whether you contributed or you didn't contribute, maybe you may want our listeners to understand it up to this level, and we'll proceed from there. Okay. Yes.
Na papa cha no mjidi se mene woni na yate ase o kire mu kire se aware a wo bekọ na oba ni wona japade dada ana be ma ni wona japade dada no hunu se wo hye enimu na emom ehumobro na ebeba ama oba no ana be ma no etumi ama obibi kakra we de kokot krampo na emra no etumi nya hwenfa osise nya wo de enya wo na wo ye ya aposo ubeje enyo na oye na waje atawe ni ase emra entumi nya hwe emfa ho age so nipa no ofri nipem na kumemu na odibi ema na emom se aware ni mu no mu wari ye chile japade ne ba ye dia ene e wo ho kwan se oje fa no no so eje fa na je se emra no ewotumi ewo eno no ehu ejapade a maware na mo ye no mu mienu ni na owusu etumi. Now daddy, I want to know, how will such a property be divided?
Good. Now when you are divorcing, okay, this property we're talking about is when you are divorcing, but not when you are dead. When you are divorcing, what happens is that you have gone to court to say that, well, we are divorcing, or we are asking you to cut the marriage short. We are done. We are done. We are no more going to have any relationship with each other. But we acquired the property during the time that we got each other together. Okay. So court, look at it and see. So the court will look at the evidence, all right, and see how did you contribute. If they don't, they cannot tell. They will say take 50. And the other will take 50. What it means is that they can say, if you have a house and they can value it, okay, you can buy me out. You can give me money and I'll take my 50% and go. Or I can give you money and you take your 50% and go. So I will buy yours and add mine. Okay. Or you will decide to say that, okay, there are two houses, but this house is not nice as this one. So you take the land and add to that house, and I also take the other house. Okay. Do you get it? Yes. You can also both say that, okay, let's sell the property and then we'll share the money. As for my share of money, you can count. For sure. For sure. Do you get it? Yes. Then we also share that money. That's what it's simple.
Hey.
So if they also share that you have shares as you buy in companies, you can also what? You know the quantity of shares that you have there. If it is money in the account that you think you contribute to it, then you can also have that share as part of it. Okay. That is how those properties can be shared.
It was ya papa chiremu amayati asiye. Na yesa ware no se sika bi wo bank e na mu save ya se sika no mutu mu 50 de wa dollar na ekosoro no se wa we ya we edwane se you same boat no ne na simrika se te itu di sika ko to ba na okokoyi na wa o ba be cha imagine aye na ubenya yey ahe na ubenya ya dia papa chese se ya sika no betumi achem na se ye dan no betumi aton na ma che sika no company bi na owo shares wo ma the number of shares shares do owo company ni mu no eno ene be kire kwan a mo be fa so ache no na de se ya asase krampo na mutumi chemi no ene kwata obi a emfa ne de na emum se be ya manso ementi no opa no esi wo de na wo de amarent emra no eka bibi e de fa eno so ehun na me kai wo se nyax royal kente and I say as me de citizen must know their right de brew and a LORDSON foundation aha LORDSON TV daddy I love to talk about marriage actually. You know, we the women, no.
Oh, no, everybody. It's important. It's
but you know, mostly, no, we the women, no, we love to talk about marriage when it comes to law.
Okay.
It's very, very important to us. I want to ask concerning the children. Normally, when there is a divorce, the woman wants to take the children along, but the men are not in support of it, or the men would like to take the children. The women are not in support of it. When this case comes to you, how do you resolve it?
When it comes before the judge, not me.
Definitely must
as
come
a lawyer,
to you.
It must come to the judge.
Definitely.
And then me as a lawyer, if I'm defending it, how do you defend it?
Yes, how will you defend it?
But anyway, before then, let me just also speak about the property aspect again.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that if you are in the marriage and you acquire property, you cannot have your personal property.
Okay.
You can decide and expressly state that some property way na me acquire no or no there, even though many as say na husband and wife, but way there me there.
Okay.
And can't your marriage property so.
Okay.
You can have your property acquired because the Constitution provides under Article 18 that you can acquire your own property.
Okay.
The case law also support that you can acquire your own property even though you are in the marriage. You can acquire your own property.
That means it wouldn't be secretive.
It will not be secret. If you acquire it secretly, the Land Act has provided that if you acquire secretly with your name alone, it is presumed that it is for the two of you.
Okay.
Once you get to see the property, it is for the two of you. Yeah. So the important thing is that your name should not be there. If your name is there, then so if you acquire and put your name there, it is for the two of us. If I acquire and I put my name there, it is for the two of us.
Okay.
The only thing I need to show, or you need to show, is that I acquired it at the time that we married. It was after the marriage that I acquired it.
Okay.
Then maybe this may force others to go and acquire in the name of other people.
What if it's in the name of your children?
If in the name of your children, it still comes back to the same thing.
The same thing.
So it's still within the what? And so, but let me also say that before we come.
Okay.
If you acquire a property in the name of your child, it's a gift to your child. It's a gift to who? To your child. That is the man acquired the property in the name of the child. It's a gift to that child. But you can revoke the gift. You can take it back anytime you want, forever. You can always take it back from him. But the law again says that if you acquire the land in the name of your child, and the child have developed a property on it, very huge property, then you now come and say, I want to take it back. You know, he cannot carry the property away. So it means that you were wicked. So the law will say that if you do that, the law will say no. They will allow you to take it from the child.
Okay. It was in some more. In some many ye pa. So called treasure padia pa now do obedient to so. Unya bibi was wa. Aya kolane de. And Samson konkoje. ye nye ne sa ye mfa nsa enkwa ahimfie ensa so nkwa nkwa jimfiri ohene o da bi ene sa no kwa de wa nkwa no be hwe wo no ebe ya osani eyi bis na abo no wuni na be papa embra ni ubedi ni ye pa nyasam ketua na afeso so no ejapade no se wo na umpese be ma no ebenya so mfaso so far as wo oba ni dimu ana wo be ma ni dimu no ke hu se ye muni na modie emra ema kwan se mo nche na emum enye wo nko a wo de.
But the other one I wanted to also add is that if a man buys the property in the name of the wife, I buy the property, I use my own money to buy the property in the name of my wife. What it means is that it's a gift to my wife forever. That one I cannot take it back.
Oh, okay.
You see the child, you can take it back. But your wife, you can't take it back. Because at the time you were buying the property, your name was there. So if your name was there, it's actually your wife, the wife was your name at the time you were buying it.
I can't
so the law says that, take it, you are given it forever. But you know what? If you, the woman, use your own money and buy the property in my name, I am holding it in trust for you.
Okay.
So it's not a gift to me. I am holding it in trust. Like I'm holding it for, like it is yours, and I'm holding it for you.
Ebusia. Tuama yense. O kwa kwa to asase. Na wo hwe na se da chi bia no ye be cha mamwa. Ya fa ukunu din ye. Sana papa ete ta be ma no. O tumi fa emra ebeji amao. Ewo mra esemu na emmom. Ekoye wudi mu dia ka hu nse one be ma no ene eche ena fesu be ma wudi wo yiri din ebeto ejapade no ka hu nse eye ne de afebo emra ema ho kwan se ofa wa bra wo be ma no untumi engibium na emum oba ne tono de udin eya daddy that part alone no, makes me happy. I'm overwhelmed. Meaning say I show me so when you ajibebre say man and then I say eko the my eko my name wo no so unu abodwe say hia ni wa sensio esi udi e wo so de beba.
Yes, so you asked the question about the children, the custody of the children when they are divorced.
Yes.
The man says he wants the children. The woman says he wants the children. Now the law is that if you look at the Children's Act, the Children's Act, Section 1 thereof provides for the welfare principle of the child. Welfare principle is that if there is any divorce, they are not here in ano again mutu no kwala no na wa inside.
Okay.
Dia omo na ma court na obia ewo am I saying? If there is any divorce, look at the interest of the children first. Then aba boa kwala no.
Okay.
This is in na wo fa na eboa kwala no. Kwala no wo mame hono na aba ye better na wo papa no hono na aba ye better. Court ba share then na ba bo kwala no ansana or take a decision say okay kwala mpacho kwala no mo say na mo say.
Okay, so the children, do they have the right to decide
now
which of them to stay with?
The children, a child, Article 28 provides that a child is what 18 years and above. So when you're 18 years and above, you can take that decision.
Okay.
Do you get it? But before then, you cannot take a decision as to where you want to live because they have to take the decision for you. Okay. Isn't it?
Yes.
So you are still under age. Do you get it? Because you are still under age, the law sees that they should take care of you properly and decide for you the best way possible. Okay. So that your future will be realized. So because of that, the court will look at the man. If they are divorced, the man has he got a house? If he has a house, how old are the children? Okay. If they are that old, are they boys or girls? If they are boys or girls, do they have a caretaker in the house? Okay. If they are caretaker in the house, has the man remarried? If he has remarried, has he got a gainful employment? If he has gainful employment, can the children have a nearby school that they can attend? Do you get it? Yeah. These are the things you consider. Now you look at the woman. Has the woman has a place of her own
Okay.
If she has a place of her own, has she got somebody who can take care of the children, or she is going to take care of the children herself? And if she is going to take care of them, are they boys or girls? Okay. Because the law is that if they are boys, they are supposed to be with the man.
Okay.
They are supposed to be with the boy, or the law presumes that it is the man that can see to them better, because a man must be brought up by a man.
For sure.
And if they are women or girls, they are supposed to be with the woman, because in our Ghanaian setting, basically cooking and all those things that you need to do to look like a woman, it is only the woman who can do it. We the men were very poor at it. You see, we are very rough, and so we are unable to bring up girls to be able to become mothers.
Okay.
So basically, I think the law sees it that way and prefers that if they are girls and they are small, they should be with the mom. But if they are boys and they are of age that they can bathe themselves and take care of themselves, they should be with the man. But if they are still young, usually they prefer that they are with the mother.
Okay. Okay.
If they are too young, they should be with the mother, so that the mother can be better, cater for them better. But if the mother cannot also have the basic things, such as a place for them to stay, where they can go to school, or take proper care of them, or the mother is not even properly, is mentally derailed, the law will make sure that they go to the place that they can have their safety and their welfare will get it.
Okay. For ya papa any address ye papa de one commodity ne kono eye me de eye mani je yie e kire se o kire mu a oba ne be ma mote moye ma adwen se mu ni na mu komo makwan mu jaya wari a e ko mre mu ahunu se emofra na mu ewo mu ntemu no so mu susa eye ntoto fefe wa o mu nya mfie du inwo twen a eye ade a emra no ebehwe no edi hu djuma de ama omu na emu wo hwe no na wo hwe mofra no mo ye ma anaso mo ye mema anase yoba ene bema ena ma wo se yoba ene bema dia na so omu swa ketekete krampo na emra ma wo kwan se oba tan ena ehwe ne ma age se bia oba no owo adwemu kakakra anase oye kra onibra papa bia bo ena afa so se neni da wonpo na emra no hwe so owo ni baby te oye adwuma ben school bi ben omo betumi de nkola no akwakotum ogidi so betumi ahwe nkola ni yiye emra ehwe ni na se koye be ma no so emra hwe se be ma no owo baby te school ben na obetumi de nkola na ko owo bia obehwe nkola no so de amano ana na yeso no so ye hwa obetumi ahwe omuye ana se wa ware foforo ni na no emra hwe ansa na wode abofra de amao na so manyini edu fie nu du enwoche ekone dia ene oba nse ba ne be ma oba be fo oba akohwe no na be ma so afa be ma akohwe no na be ma akofo oba so tete na wa de na ebesie oye aduane ma wanchini entwema amekobetwem ene wa wasemwa ntino emra enso so ehwe sa anwamanim na eche emofra no de mamo ema asumdwe ebemu.
Now the other thing I want to add is that when the court also wants to determine, apart from these factors, the court will also look at the fact that if there are siblings, there are two.
Okay.
There are two. The court will want them to grow together. So the court will not want one to go to the other and the other will go to the other.
Okay.
So they prefer that the two of them go together.
Okay.
If they assess and they think that the man, they can be better off with the man, you will say the two should go to the man.
Okay.
If they know that the man, they can be better off with the woman, they will say the two will go to the woman.
Okay.
Then the man will be supported or the woman will be supported, depending on what the court will direct.
Okay.
So the court will always want the siblings to grow together or to move together or to stay together, so that they will have that brotherly or sisterly or that love between themselves or among themselves. So these are some of the things that the factors the court may consider to see whether they should stay here or they should stay there. And sometimes the court may even determine that both of you are not even fit to take care of the children. So we are getting a neutral person to take care of them.
Okay.
It depends on the parents.
Okay.
Do you get it? So all those factors will inform the court.
Ebusia semeno yati asiye papa kire se mo fra no ko emienu pe oba ba ko be ma ba ko a Sakwa to person muni na tina bom. No munya odo. Edemo omo ni ntino. Omuni na ekọ awofour baako se enana wo kọ omo na ho eja nso a omo kọ omo eja wo omo mpese omo betiti omo ntem na o kina nko we behu we osiminim we siminim mehu bi pen ana no ye nuanu mu mienu baako oni ne ma meti takrade be ma no so ne yi be ne ba be ma no so te La Paz na edu bra wo so ohia ne nua ohun ne da eja ye titi omo ntem omo susa na e wo mu hia ye no e ho na ho se bibi wo ho pa obi besi asantefo ahometi du nchichemu du nsia osemede me ha ebe yi wa pantan sa na je so odo bia eni omuntem so mu ye nuanom na so komre mu a emra kom mu bom se na ebe ya odo ebe de na se emre mu krampo no odo eye adwuma na mpa se me ame na wo ye ne nam han odo eye very necessary. Very necessary. Daddy, a quick one. Our real muno. Because today I want us to talk about marriage. Yeah. So, in marriage, if a man denies his wife sex, or if a woman denies his husband sex, can the court separate them because of that? Or does the man have the right, or the woman have the right to divorce his or her partner?
Now, for sex is equally a right that goes with the marriage.
Okay.
So it is one of the factors that you consider. The court then considers whether, when even customarily, they will say that they might have consummated the marriage. Okay. So they should have consummated the marriage means that they should have had sex. But as to whether you will go to the room to find out whether they had sex or not, is your own trouble. Because if the law says that for the marriage to be valid, customary marriage to be valid, they after performance, okay, then they should have also had sex, or they should have stayed together, or consummated the marriage.
Okay.
Will the law go inside to find out whether last night they consummated? the man, there's no fire. So they consummate the marriage. So you see, but that is there. But the point too is that the law was earlier made, okay, almost like saying that the woman cannot resist sex.
Okay.
But later, because of the Domestic Violence Act, that portion has been taken off, and so it is like it has softened it. But there's no law which says that you can have marital rape as a crime. Okay. So during the marriage, if I force you and I have sex with you, then you can say, go and sue me and say that it's a crime. You see, but you can only go and say that he violated my rights or he beat me up, something, and then the law will say that no, why did you do that? That is what under Domestic Violence Act. So that is the only thing that is provided under it. Now, if you deny a party sex, you know, under customary law, if you don't, your manhood is not firing, the woman can go and divorce. Okay. Do you get it? It can be a ground for you to go and divorce. When you're not firing, what am I here for? You see the point? Okay. The law to understand that oh, you are also human. Yeah. So if you know that your man is not firing, you can go. But you too, if you are denying the man sex, and it is not because of particular reason, such as you are sick or something, and you are just willfully denying the person sex, then the person can also what? Have a reason, okay, to say that is the reason why I cannot be with you as husband and wife. Okay. Do you get it? Yeah. So these are the conditions, but it depends on which marriage you are coming under. Whether customary marriage, you know, we have three types of marriages. Customary marriage, Mohammedan marriage, okay, and marriage by ordinance. Okay. So if it is customary marriage, it has got its incidents. It has got 8 different factors for you to divorce your wife or husband. But if it is so ordinance, it has also got 8 factors. So that is how it all looks at. So you can actually depend on sex to divorce a marriage.
Okay.
But it depends on which marriage you are talking about.
For Niamuya no Macasafa home. Maca Edia Momo. Not just our banner Bema what's your soul bar. Bema Tissika. Edia Water near Drana Junama Mia was Oba was here, Quakufa saw. Or baby to me that, or Shapant, or Shanda will bear 3. Aside that, was a jeans trouser 2. Or we are what the boxers bear 18. Eddie account had the Wuku, Abaya, add the Nina say, on Pesse, Nukunu, Edeno, Ebecan, Emra, Ekasa, Efa. I just say, Yale, Nasa won yare. Nanya Bibian, Tin so dear. And the nature say, oh, Asamuka, I was so bana ubet. Ebiana ukunu na de no se tieni crayon enunti na won pese ode ho beka ana se edenti e na ode wo ho ebe kame ukunu sa so na be ma ode ho kame wo yere a emra e kasa edi etia be ma enkofo so yere ne nda mesrew e wo mu se emra nka ho hwede na emo enkose ne kutu pana ne na ense emfata agese ebia obano yale no de dada wa na so yolela eno krampuni ni se we enyefe ensem fata PSC eya amenye sa de fata ento yere emuna ewa aware oba ukun ba ho ajeja ho ma no.
But there's no force in marriage. If you force against the person, well, then the person can bring you. So please, you don't force.
What you say?
It is a
consensual thing. Men seno enforce no. O se kitchen no aduano kra na otanechi no wan no den se ka kra amen na wo moan no na the man of fo betumi agi obesiu obekwa dem na okwa jela wo dia akopempem man no so betumi afo se man na da e man no soso mo soso mo ka se mo de beba enyaba ejebo enya bedu hwe na wan fa wan kame hukunu eye bone hweye na wan fa ho amfa ankame hukunu daddy a quick one na yamfa sorry jumedie no eso se uhukeni wu a e wo se oba no ana bema no etumi ne fu no e hyedem e ma ade echi ana se wo se ebusua no e de ne fa ayaka de bi mu ana emra wo ho kwai so sisa de no ano ana.
Now if you look at the constitution under article 26 of the constitution, it provides cultural rights.
Okay.
But it says that the cultural right that is inhuman should not be encouraged. So that is why the case law in that was Redu J stated that the law that knows no change is becoming an occult science.
Okay.
Sorry, the culture that knows no change is becoming an occult science. So it means that the culture that you have must also change with the time. So if you are having a culture that does not dignify the human being,
okay,
then it means that you are also going against the law. So if that culture cannot be endorsed by the society generally as a norm, then you should not do it, because it doesn't show that person it is you are giving the person the dignity that is required under Article 15 of the Constitution.
Okay.
So it depends on the extent. But if it's a mere culture, cultural right, it's okay. But if it goes beyond that, and it is like the human being is now being treated like he is not even human being anymore, then the law does not endorse such activities.
Okay. Ebusiafo, yeah, sorry we so. Na ye papa di ye no ma ate ase. Ya ya kwa aware na ye hu keni wu ayese ye ne nkwohye de mo ma ade enchi no. Papa chese wo wo kwan so de no kokot. Emra esi anokwan. Ana hu keni wu asiji se ye yuti huni na. Ni ade wu chinkro tire ni ade wu betire. Neni ngwase kase pa. Emra ekasa etia na mekausa ha LORDSON TV. Citizens must know their rights. That is sorry so no inchia.
So I can only thank everybody, and I hope that the next program we're going to have much more exciting other series to come up, and I promise that people are going to learn a lot and get to know their right. And the questions that will going to the questions that you are going to pose are those questions that will improve the program that LORDSON TV is encouraging. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ebusian se na papa achire mu na ukọ Facebook na ukọ share. Wo de fa comment ne bra. Ebia bibi chire wadwe wo pese ubisa bibi efa amra no wo de atworo bla. Ye be tworo ato ho. Ebre bia papa beba ha no. Ye be bisa. Ne wa chire mu e de achire ama me ne wo so. Ya te ase. Nyax royal kente ene so ya sene me ye de citizens must know their right. E de ebre we na fe LORDSON Foundation. En so e kan no mo e bua ye nchi akese enkoma ye na ye manager. Solo be a guy, slim and cute, and you jinane na so say, and I face me ankasa me papa, Reverend Kwame Kwati, Nchiakesi and Koma, one eja, Mama Juliana Kwati, and I fe Dina, Bobby, or woman, Yami, and shall be bring me, Bedi, Adepa, Ethia, actually, mo bibera mo, Enisha, and Yado.
Keep watching. Mofanto LORDSON TV. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. Keep watching. Don't change it. And one LORDSON TV.